Welcome to another Wild Elk presentation. In this presentation, we are going to discuss and understand 10 most popular malwares examples. So stay tuned in. Before we jump into and start exploring the malware, we would just review in couple of sentences about it. Malware are malicious software that can infect a system to steal data, disrupt operations, or gain unauthorized access. Malware are software designed to disrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to computer systems. It can alter operating system processes to make the system behave abnormally, leading to altered process behavior. Legitimate applications might exhibit strange behavior due to modifications made by malware. Here are some well-known examples of malware, each showcasing different types and techniques of malicious behavior. Example number 1. WannaCry ransomware. Type of malware: ransomware. Year: 2017. WannaCry exploited a vulnerability in Windows using the Eternal Blue exploit to encrypt files on infected machines, demanding ransom in Bitcoin for decryption keys. It spread rapidly across 150 countries, affecting thousands of organizations, including hospitals and large corporations. Impact: disrupted healthcare services, manufacturing, and other industries worldwide, causing billions in damages. Example number 2. Stuxnet worm. Type of malware: worm. Advanced Persistent Threat Act. Year: 2010 discovered. Stuxnet targeted industrial control systems, specifically those using Siemens PLC's programmable logic controllers. It was designed to sabotage Iran's nuclear program by causing centrifuges in uranium enrichment facilities to spin out of control, while sending normal readings to operators. Impact: considered one of the first known instances of cyber warfare. Stuxnet delayed Iran's nuclear capabilities and showed how malware could target physical infrastructure. Example number 3. Zeus Trojan horse. Type of malware: Trojan. Year: first discovered in 2007. Zeus is a Trojan horse designed to steal sensitive information such as banking credentials. It typically spreads through phishing campaigns and can log keystrokes, capture form data, and even enable remote access to the victim's machine. Impact: responsible for millions of dollars in financial fraud by stealing bank account details and login information. Example number 4. CryptoLocker ransomware. Type of malware: ransomware. Year: 2013. CryptoLocker encrypted files on the victim's computer and demanded ransom payments in exchange for the decryption key. It was typically distributed via email attachments or through compromised websites. Impact: it affected hundreds of thousands of machines, encrypting critical files and making them inaccessible until a ransom was paid, often in cryptocurrency. Example number 5. Imitate botnet a Trojan. Type of malware: botnet a Trojan. Year: first detected in 2014. Imitate started as a banking Trojan, but evolved into a modular malware that spreads via spam emails. It later became a malware as a service platform, distributing other types of malware like ransomware or Trojans. Impact: Imitate was responsible for massive campaigns targeting companies and government organizations globally, leading to data theft, financial loss, and secondary infections by other malware. Example number 6. Mirai botnet. Type of malware: botnet. Year: 2016. Mirai malware targeted Internet of Things IoT devices such as routers and IP cameras, turning them into bots for large-scale distributed denial-of-service DDoS attacks. It exploited weak or default credentials in these devices to take control of them. Impact: Mirai was used to launch one of the largest DDoS attacks ever recorded, targeting the DNS provider DIN and disrupting major websites like Twitter, Netflix, and Amazon. Example number 7. Petya, not Petya ransomware. Wiper. Type of malware: ransomware. Wiper. Year: 2017. Petya and its variant, not Petya, are types of ransomware that encrypted the master boot record MBR of the infected system, rendering it inoperable. Unlike typical ransomware, NotPetya was more destructive and many researchers believe it was designed as a wiper rather than for financial gain. Impact: NotPetya caused widespread damage, particularly in Ukraine, but also affected global businesses like Maersk and FedEx, leading to billions in losses. Example number 8. Configure worm. Type of malware: worm. Year: 2008. Configure exploited a vulnerability in Windows to create a massive botnet of infected computers. It could disable security services, block access to websites related to antivirus software, and spread rapidly over networks. Impact: at its peak, Configure infected millions of computers worldwide, leading to significant disruptions in businesses and government systems. Example number 9. I love you worm. Type of malware: worm. Year: 2000. I love you was a simple yet highly effective worm that spread via email. It appeared as a love letter attachment, which, when opened, would overwrite files on the victim's machine and send itself to the victim's email contacts. Impact: it caused billions of dollars in damages by infecting millions of systems globally, including government and corporate networks. Example number 10. Ryuk ransomware. Type of malware: ransomware. Year: 2018. First observed. Ryuk is a ransomware strain typically delivered via phishing emails or through another malware like a Matet or TrickBot. Ryuk is known for targeting large organizations and demanding high ransom payments, often in the hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Impact: Ryuk has been used to attack hospitals, government agencies, and large enterprises, leading to significant operational disruptions and financial loss. These examples represent just a small fraction of the wide variety of malware that exists, each with different attack vectors and objectives, from financial theft and espionage to system disruption and destruction. So, you as cybersecurity analyst must be proactive and aware of prevention strategies as mentioned below. Number 1. Regularly updating the operating system and all software components can reduce vulnerabilities that malware or rootkits might exploit. Number 2. Always keep the OS, drivers, and third-party software updated to reduce vulnerabilities. Number 3. Using hash comparison and file integrity monitoring systems to detect unauthorized changes in critical OS components. Number 4. Employing security best practices such as disabling unnecessary services, using least privilege access, and employing strong authentication. Number 5. Forensic analysis and incident response. Use strong authentication mechanisms, minimize privileged user accounts, and apply the principle of least privilege. Number 6. Implement advanced endpoint protection tools that detect and block malicious behaviors and potential exploits. Monitoring for unusual network connections, large data transfers, or strange communication protocols. Employ IDs and intrusion prevention systems, IPS, to detect suspicious behaviors in real time. Number 7. Isolate critical processes or sensitive systems to prevent malware from gaining easy access to the broader network. Limit the spread of malware within a network by segmenting critical systems and restricting lateral movement. Number 8. Abnormal operating process behavior due to a malware or rootkit exploit requires both proactive monitoring and strong mitigation strategies to avoid severe consequences, ranging from data breaches to full system compromise. Number 9. System hardening. Ensure that OS components and installed applications are always up to date with the latest security patches. Number 10. Incident response plan. Have an incident response team and plan in place to isolate the affected systems, analyze the root cause, and eradicate the malware or rootkit. Thanks for watching another Wild Elk presentation. Hope it was helpful. If you liked it, give a thumbs up and don't forget to share.